of the government. You know, the whenever accidents happen na that side, na the toll gate. Believe you me, if something happen with anything na the toll gate, I believe say then all in Tuka, the Salone in Tuka, the citizen in Tuka, and the levy fine of not to the right of the CRSG at all, not to the right the SLRA that then get that right for do that. Please, SLRA, just say do that and look into that matter. They draw attention out to that because plenty complain on that side. People and they complain about that. Now, una for the levy fine on the citizens, them not the one, not to the people with the in charge of that. Please, 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 una make sure say una they do one and una known to the public. Una make a known to the public stage if accident happening and any spoil anything necessary so therefore pay, not to the CRSG for tell the people that will do that. So back to what we do or what we talk about, you know, this don't serve as a lesson to read the thing. It don't serve as a lesson. Do ya citizens then? Let we make sure say we dey act correctly. We dey think before ever we didn't accept anything we leaders when they tell we. Not to wait because the leader don't put in a manifesto or say this and this, make me and you for take up. No. We need for watch and thoroughly. Please, let we not go the wrong decisions. So the parliamentarian do ya help citizens and make sure say una do the audit. Una send an audit thing where they audit the CRSG, where they audit them thoroughly and give out to people them the actual amount of money where we don't pay, where people don't pay this past few years. We want to, we ask una now, una need for provide that report to the public, let the public know. And the alternative route, let the letter alternative route is so unfair to citizens. Right now, impose the toll gate fee to the people.
Indeed, it's very impositional.
Right now, they don't ask the price of toll gate. If you may not want to use them, they use the alternative routes. And they before. So possibly the late night. I mean, that's them. But if we don't aware, no, this thing where they do to it's wrong. Now we right get alternative routes. Then at least say we go before. They're not going to see disadvantage power the way they disadvantage so. But I to you, no alternative route to be it then. Why if for this? Why if for happen so? Enough of this at all, enough of this so. So do ya? We know they tire. We know they tire. We not go tire for talker. We go time and we they make us say it happen. This now we country. We want a better development for Sierra Leone. So for let we get that better development, we go talk about. Yeah.
All right, Famble then. If you just join me on the program where you watch Salone Talk and it comes to you on TDN Africa Media, both Facebook and YouTube. We want for big pardon for the break day where we get na YouTube. Just none. We hope say we YouTube followers then don't come back and when they get we right and clear. We really apologize, the we making the network now also no really farm apparently from where we get small gains we don't fall. This again now it's in the way we talk. People and they pay for services and the service not even standard. We want to move straight to the next topic where we ask a very sensitive question. Sierra Leone economy. Now, which stage really the country dey? If we look at the African Development Bank group, the reports with them in pool, with the entitled Sierra Leone Economic Outlook, that report they give a synopsis or a background of how Salone economy don't decline from a decline in the growth from 4.1% we've been there in 2021 to 2.8% in 2022. Then focused on there around the Russia and Ukraine invasion we currently ongoing, and also the drop in the demand of iron ore. However, moving towards 2022, we get inflation, we rise from 26.1%, and that percentage they been there 11.9% in 2021, but fast forward in 2022, it rise to 26.1%, where this inflation lead to a lot of depreciation in the current leon. Plenty people say the new money where we change can contribute towards that. But according to this World Bank reports, the country economy still the struggle from 2023 to now. We think say the challenge just the hard. You as a citizen, you self they watch this program Salone Talk, you must get your opinion about the economy as it is so currently. So you as a citizen, drop your own view about the country economy now the comment section, because this particular one now a question where we want to interact with una the public whilst we analyze some of the situations there now the country in terms of growth of business, in terms of investment, and the mining sector, and the private sector. I mean, in the private sector, which includes the mining sector, the textile, and the other industries, so to speak. We want to look how the industry then they go so far. But plenty people get the belief say Salone economy they in what we call in shambles, in sense the economy really they down to the point that the inflation rates, yes, it don't look a little bit steady. Having said that, things they get difficult every day as per we own country, because we economic policy where we get now the country as per the new Finance Act of 2023, no really the favor the common man, because once taxation don't increase, you sure say prices then get for increase, because the business people, the more you tax them, now one way we then say they able for generate tax. That is to put a price tag where no go easy for the common man. But what you will go do for solve them boku problem they also where we get by the economy? A lot of people believe say an enabling environment get for day for investors. How we don't encourage investors them so far now the country wait for help for boost the country economy? How many investors we don't able bring in since 2018 to date? This is another question where plenty people then they ask. We don't bring investment then, but are these investments now investment that we don't favor we as Sierra Leoneans? We take the airport for instance, the new Freetown Airport. Yes, it is an ultra modern airport where every Sierra Leonean happy about, but does that airport cater for the current economic status of the country, where plenty people believe say the airport's there for land, therefore then they go land now another mining country? So all these are things where we also need for look at as a country when we did say we country economy they go fine. Look at we water key for instance. Now we they encourage people them say they're for able for export them in them, paying them bills them. But now paying the custom bills them. But if you look at the way you pay for a container na Sierra Leone, right? The price the double when you go do na foreign countries like Guinea, for instance. Now a lot of people think say when it comes to doing business, right, economic activities, Guinea, for instance, more better than Sierra Leone because what's happened? The economy is very favorable to foreign exchange, so to speak. Whilst we own, it don't depreciate to some points that the foreign exchange, they double we own money far away. And we all know say that is not good for business because that's they really undermine the businesses. The business people them at the country, and it also undermine the growth of their own business because if inflation rise at some point, a lot of people not go able to afford. So now it's in, it don't end up plenty people they grumble say, they do business, but my markets not they sell. People they do business, but them business not they sell. People they go open and shop them for the day. And that tells you that the economy not they move well. The driver of the economy not they move well. Because what's happen? We still not able to handle inflation yet. We still not able to talk about taxation where go favor the common man in the country. We still not able for harness how much we go able for imports and exports in terms of we own raw materials the way we get. Instead, we don't solely pledge them to foreign investments, especially the Chinese. And now we see the Russian themselves don't begin to invade. Are we doing this for the economic benefits of the common general of Sierra Leone? Or some people that do this for their own personal economic benefits? If you just join the program as Salone Talk and we discuss a very, very crucial problem, also I would ask the question, Sierra Leone economy, what stage are we? Who say you think say we did as a citizen? Drop in the comment section. If you watch me on YouTube, kindly do so. If you do so on Facebook, we go also read them out. Aminata, over to you.
Yes, from them the economy they continue to face the challenges them with the high inflation, the pressure on the currencies, and the rise, and also the inadequate growth to reduction of country. Amadu over the years, we don't see say we really struggle in terms of economic problem, you know. In terms of food, housing, even in politics, we still the struggle. So all them things they affect the economy in our country. Uh, I believe say just like how you talk the inflation, TTD we not able for you know tackle the inflation now we country because that's not a key area where we really need to hold on to because if we really want for getting an economy where it be say if then we need to tackle the inflation. But every blessed day, the prices of goods and services they skyrocket. Business people they go do business, then they get sell. Why if you say to them? Because when you don't go buy a business today, tomorrow you will a different price. So if we tackle that side, they give you me, we're not able to get a good economy in this country. So, and also the climate vulnerability, the increase in food insecurity, create social tension in this country. So I believe saying there is a solution, but we're not able to get the actual person with manage. We get somebody able to manage the economy, the citizens, not the the struggle when it comes to food security, housing, and other things. Then, so if Sierra Leone not able to manage the economy, believe you me, we still get for the struggle. Yeah.
Indeed, fumble them. If you just the join with the program where you watch na Salone Talk, and it comes to you on TDN Africa Media, we don't discuss two very, very sensitive topics in our country. One, we get for do with the new toll fee where we believe say an added problem on the common citizens, especially those who they live in the capital city of Freetown. As we believe say the new price will not provide an alternative route, go bring an issue to people them we get for the apply that particular road day. Therefore, we call on the authorities in we own simple and small corner that therefore provide an alternative route. Then they nothing of a problem. An alternative route should be there so that the people then go able for access the road where they want for access. Question where they pose say silent economy country they actually. Who side we they move or we just steady on one side. Who side plenty people believe say we just look steady on one side because the inflation not seem for the reduce, it just the increase every day. You sleep and wake prices they increase as much as you see, and the thing then they get difficult every day, and then they very, very serious in the country. And plenty people also believe say the governance system need for play their role in helping to shape the way the country economy they go. That is to say, number one, governments get to look at a way how they go cut down on government expenditure. It's very, very key because outside the country, right, go close some of the old them. As this current government's been promised with since 2018, that then go make sure say then get financial efficiency by closing all the loopholes and take that fund there and put them for important projects then at the country. But that's really a lot of people not don't see it happen. The numerous travels in the governance system and waiting they come after them travels, then they people are not even know. And a lot of times we all believe say, yes, we get for go out there for go attract foreign investments. We get for go out there for logo able for their part of we international for low commit low take parts for international commitments them. Having said that, we get for understand say we for do that as cost effective at the states. Imagine state officials that travel outside of this country, we pass 20 in a delegation. How much than they go cost the states? And you have embassies across some of them country there. So who say we always get for the travel for go represent the country. Waiting at the role of the ambassadors in those countries. Waiting at the roles of those ambassadors. Where every time we go for the sea, right? Huge number, whether they be the president, for the go on all the events then, so to speak. We know the specific events then we will say these are conventional events. So for that reason, now the president will attend them. But this not just occasional events where they come no more because of something we want for observe, right? Or commemorational events, so to speak. You can able for send other people them where they go represent we and take some of them money, then they will for put on travels and put some panting then we go able for change the dynamics of the way situation they pan people then. Subsidy pan rest where they say then they remove them, and it has been removed because the increase where don't go pan rest the price of a rise of back safe, they tell you say they again. But subsidies and per diem where people then they travel with, then they remove them. They know they remove them, and all of these things get negative effects on the country economy. Because if we don't scrap, we consolidated fund to the point that's better not left inside there. How go able for pay contractors? That is why you get series of contractors, right? Where they grumble, say they know they pay their money them. Because what happen? Half of the time, the Ministry of Finance not gets money for pay for some of them in the yasu. And all of these things, they bring stiffness to the economy. Because at the end of the day, if that contractor, like a businessman, where don't expand in business to some point that he want for taken at some level where go employ more people them, but the government don't owe him for a period of time, the person go just think like say, "La close this business." Because if the government they owe me this kind of money, then how go to make me money as I move forward? We really need for think outside of the box as citizens. How we able to cut down on government expenditure? And also some of the appointments then where we don't see where then they make. It is also important. Yes, we understand, say, governments, they take more nurses, government, they take more doctors, government, they take more young soldiers, young police officers, so to speak. Having said that, when I can make some employment there, right, where one great man in salary, now hundreds of them kind man then they were called earlier, now their own salary than they. One great man in 1 month salary, so to speak. So when many times people they talk say, when I know for the create separate offices just for make certain people and get money, it also means say we no want to forget an over bloated budgets where the government they move with annually, because all of them they affect we country economy. And also another thing we will do now foresee how we go able to encourage the private sector for letting go able for strive in this country. The economy no go able for move from the point where it is, right? So any other points, if we not create the enabling environment for private sector investments. What's in the private sector investments they do? It help for augment government in your plan in creating jobs, for instance, in creating an economic viable for young people then. But put help on private sectors. We've seen that happen. We see mining companies that were been there previously, then close them. And now we have like Sarah Rutile, for instance. Sarah Rutile, they banter with the government, whether they for continue or they not for continue. And all of these, in order to encourage other business people then for coming. How do we set a political free environment for business people, especially those in the private sector? Because a private entity, if you want to bring politics council and where the person know mix pan politics, the next thing where the person they do, and they take investments, it keep them. Even to win at the media, with a grumble say there is a media poverty, but the poverty keep increasing that because they know they encourage people then we genuinely, right, own private entities where one for can invest, but then believe say them for give the independent, credible, and unbiased news. Consider like Salone, if you're too plain, you're too clean, right? Then the fun way for Thai katana you ate. And all that they ambog with country economy, ambog with development. Because every day would chase away genuine business investors. People that when they come with plan, we're positive. But just because something, they relate to somebody, and then when they begin the year, small thing that we go make that person they not go able to succeed. We must encourage private sector investments, and especially with Sierra Leoneans where they abroad, we want to invest now so genuinely. More we know they politically tag them, because a lot of them when you talk to them is that they will say to you, we know they invest that country because once you want for speak your mind out when it comes to development, then go say then they attack. Now opposition you did. And if the government the power they do good see once talk about again, the opposition they get problem with you. So we then self can go get case with you. We must eschew politics outside of the private sector. We know, yes, politics for guide the affairs of the private sector, but politics not for affects the affairs of the private sector investments. Otherwise, we economy get for day in challenge. And lastly, we get for try for work on the issue of climate change. Climate change now one of the biggest challenge then where we get right now, where it affects you in terms of economic development. Because if you look at the temperature in the country, right, where we get apparently, Salone, they among one of the most heated country then at the world country. I mean, hottest country then at the world. I beg your pardon. So what's in that they tell you? It means say we go grab away investments. Investors no go kind of na country where environment's not friendly. We should make sure our climate, right, is very, very good for people them we want for investments. And that's role, all that katade now the government of the day now in total. Because now it make una create several offices for ensure say policies then be formulated in ensuring that we get we economy for strive positively. Aminata, just before we go.
Yes, the government need for ensuring they give access to institutions and also one them where they did oversee the one they do diaspora. Not when they get access and also put policies in place to be able for see the result in one. If private investors they come now in country and there are policies really binding and not just and that's in a contact with the government and then the government tell them rules and regulate how then they can work in the country. Then I will say we will get the government of today, at all, no give them rules and regulation or implement them with we tell them so can they can use the sources of the and they pay taxes and they do all the nation. Then believe you me, we are not going anywhere. Sell the own therefore inside it is so and it happen. Yeah. As they're waiting for just saying then do the right thing and do the needful the people of Sierra Leone. If we want to develop these private institutions or one of the time for that we call it, therefore always knows say Sierra Leone belongs to Sierra Leoneans. Sierra Leone belongs to Sierra Leone. So if they don't get that way, the aid, then we say nothing, not they surpass the citizenship. Because if you don't kind of country, you say you they try for bring development. If you want to bring development in our country, but if you can our country and where you don't talk big, you don't do all things, they don't give you access now for do business at the country. Then you know they pay you dues, you know they pay you taxes, you know they nothing. Then you they advantage the citizens then. That you are not paying our country. The, the state or the government for that institution seeing all them in there. So the economy go before. How the economy go before. You know, all these things they happen now. And we see how to say we know this thing, but the leaders they take us. Do ya like once the line so do the right thing for the citizens then. Yeah.
Indeed, we want the leader them for the do the right thing for the common citizens then, because it's very, very important that oftentimes some of the decisions we leader them make if for impacts on we positively. But if it can't be the other way around, then that's very, very unfortunate. We want for you this time out to say thank you to all who that done the watch the program from where we begin. We also beg pardon for the short breaking transmissions where we get now YouTube. We hope say you later connect with we, and we say thank you for always join us. And not forget to join we again on Friday at the same time, 8 p.m., Saturday 9 p.m. We're going to also for talk about the team then we they up on our country Mama Salone. We analysis and as well take your own view na the program. We were on the bring the program Salone Talk today. Come to you. My own name na Amadou Esba. And they say tata and they wish you a wonderful moment.
Don't forget to like, share, follow. We YouTube page at TDN Africa Media. Mina, this tata.
All right, tata, and have a beautiful time out there.